Melissa. Happy Thursday. Got some fun tricks for you today. I get no fewer than probably 10 emails a day from people that are saying that they are having trouble cutting their vinyl. So I am here to assure you that no matter how small that piece of vinyl is, you can pretty much cut it if you know the tricks of what to do. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is this super small, going to fit on my AirPod. Is that what these things are called? AirPod? You know, the little things that you put in your ears and you call people on because you can't hear on your iPhone, and people come up and keep talking to you because you don't realize you're like, I'm on the phone. See, I'm on the phone. Guys don't have that problem, but I do. Anyway, this monogram that I'm going to put on here is so small, it's got to be like 1 inch by 1 inch, because plus you have the cap, okay? All right, so here's the thing. This is what we're putting on there. You see how scrolly that is? Okay, I'm going to show you how to cut that, and I cut this one just in case we have any kind of problems. Okay, now, first things first, this monogram is part of the Elegant Scroll Monogram set, okay? It is part of the Throwback Thursday Fancy Fonts bundle that is available today only on Fontsy. So if you end up being interested in the font itself, you can go grab the entire bundle, or you can just grab the one alphabet set. But I'm telling you, this the whole thing's awesome, and it's back today only. Okay, so tips. That monogram is so small that when you pull it into Silhouette Studio at the 1 inch size, the scrolls, if you cut it that way, not only will they not have enough adhesive on the back of that teeny tiny little section to even stick, they will have trouble cutting. So what happens typically in little really tiny areas is the blade goes up, and then as it comes back down, when it's super small like that, it's almost coming at the same spot. So if you put a very small offset around it, I'm talking like 0.01 around it, not only will you maintain what the design, or in this case the monogram, looks like, but you will make it a little bit more substantial, making it easier to cut. So now, and we're going to cut this so you can see, like, this didn't take 10 tries. This was the original, and this was so thin that it wouldn't even stick to the backing. When I put 0.015 around it, 0.01, it was totally fine. See that? Okay, so that's one trick. Second trick, as you can see here, I have a box cut out around my design. That's what we call a weeding box, okay? It allows you to more easily weed away. So I'm not peeling this entire sheet of vinyl away, okay? I'm able to just, this little delicate, and you do it right around there, it makes a difference. The other thing that you want to do, settings. So I cut this very, very slowly. I'm going to tell you what I cut it on, and we'll cut again, as I said. Speed 3, all right? So too slow can actually drag your vinyl with you, but too fast, same thing, okay? So you want to get a slow enough speed, but not like a little turtle. 3 is great for really small things. Now, the other thing you want to do is make sure that you have enough force that when you cut, you get a clean cut, so that when you do weed, it has completely cut through the vinyl, and there's no, like, you know how sometimes it kind of snags, or not snags, but it's just not like, it's almost like it's not perforated, but it's not completely cut. You need a solid cut through, all right, so that when you weed, nothing is being pulled back. And my final trick is a blade, okay? I am using, and I swear by this for vinyl, is CB09, okay? And this thing, the blade itself is at a different angle than your ratchet blade or your auto blade, okay? So this is a CB09. I will throw, I forgot to throw links up for all of this, but this blade, and once you get it, I will tell you, this is a challenge, but once you get this blade in the right spot, do not adjust it anymore. I would keep it just for vinyl, okay? And make sure it's cleaned out. Okay, so now we're going to cut this so you can see, and then I'm going to show you how to transfer it, okay? The other thing that you can do if you need to is do reverse weeding. I didn't even have to do that with this, okay? All right, so load this in here, all right? And again, I'm using vinyl settings. I just have my blade on a 1, although with the CBO9, it doesn't really matter. A speed of 3, force 12, 1 pass. And remember, we put a weeding box around there. So this is going to cut, and then it's going to cut just like this, okay? If you're just joining us, make sure you re-watch so that you can see all my tricks. I probably had 5 or 6, okay? The force was 12 on this one. Standard for vinyl is like 10, but I actually increased the force so that when I went to weed it, it didn't snag at all, okay? And you'll see how easy this is to weed, hopefully. All right, now, while this is cutting, here's another thing that I just did from the So Fontsy bundle that we have up today. Look how small these are. Again, these dots, this is a fancy, another fancy font. These are so small, and again, with these same settings and this CBO9, you can cut that small. So when people say, how small can you cut? You can cut pretty daggone small. All right, can you guys see this? It's all cut here. It's very small. I'm going to unload this, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to weed this. I like to do this kind of stuff live, even though it makes me super nervous, for a couple of reasons. One, you see that I'm not fudging this, okay? You know, this was legitimately one cut, okay? This one, I'm showing you, I left it right here. This did not work. This was the original design with no offset. This had a small offset, but you can see it still looks, you can still tell it's a scrolly M, right? Okay, all right, so here we go with this. I'm gonna weed this out. I hope you can see, okay? So as small as this is, look, okay? Now let me show you what I have here. Look how small compared to my finger, okay? And now I'm just gonna weed out those other teeny tiny little areas. Again, if you didn't put the offset around this, if you didn't cut with a CBO9 most likely, if you did not put a weeding box, if you did not cut slowly but not too slowly, okay, some of this would not work. I need to grab my tweezers. Okay, and don't panic or have shaky hands like me if it gets a little off, okay? Remember, if it's too small, there's not enough space for the adhesive. There's not enough surface level for the surface area for the adhesive itself to even stick on wherever you're putting it, okay? All right, so now I'm going to pick it up with a piece of transfer. So now you can, if you guys were joining on my other live where I did this, I told you I was going to use the same piece of transfer, that's this. So now you can either just pick it up right off of here like this, or you can trim around it. I like to kind of just trim around it a little bit so I'm not accidentally hitting this other vinyl, okay? And then just weed that off, okay? All right, so now we have this, all right? And, let's see. Okay. Well, another thing you can do, and actually I'm going to trim this again so it's not. Okay, so now another thing you can do, make sure you saw I weeded on my mat, that's to keep everything in place, okay? Take the backing, pull the backing off instead of the other way around. For really small things especially, well actually I recommend for everything, but if you weed or if you pull your transfer off, or in this case the backing off, at an angle, it's easier. Kind of fold it, see how I'm kind of folding it? I don't know if you can see that. Slowly. You've got a lot of little scrolly areas here, okay? Teeny, teeny, tiny. Teeny, teeny, tiny. Okay, now we're going to put it on here. Because my husband takes my mistakes for mine. So I'm claiming this thing. All right. Okay. Okay, on there. All right. And again, you want to go at an angle. Pull it off at an angle. Okay? And then I just repress. And that's it. Okay? So you guys see how small that is, how detailed that is, how little those little scrolls are, and we got it in one cut. And actually, now that now that I have two of them, I can put one on the other side so we can do the same, okay? All right, so those are my tricks for if you have really small things. Don't be afraid, okay, of cutting small things. You just have to make sure you get the settings right. And again, I'll throw a link up there that has, actually, I did this tutorial a long time ago on the blog, and I actually think I used this exact same font. Scroll. Actually, this is not a font. This is what they call an alphabet set because it's all these, it comes in as an SVG, but it's very easy to install. All right, if you are asking questions about where to get the CB09, I'll link to that. If you're asking what the settings are, I'll throw those up there. So just check back in, I don't know, 30 minutes. Give me a couple minutes to put all that information. We'll put it right back up there, okay? And if you found this helpful, don't forget to share, let everybody know. And that's that. All right, guys, have a fabulous day. I'll see you soon.